Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be herO and Solar from the Esports World Cup on site Delta. Top left is going to be herO, bottom right is going to be Solar. So I figure herO struggles against the top 4 Zergs in the world, right? And Solar is the 5th best player in the world, so I want to see if Solar can handle herO or if herO is going to crush Solar here. I want to see where the cutoff is, right? herO struggles a lot against Raynor and Serral, especially Dark and Rogue, especially well. But Solar is not in that group. He did win a GSL, but he's not quite in the group of the best players in the world yet at Zerg. So hopefully Solar fanboys do not come to my house and burn it down. Gateway opening here from herO. Looks like it's going to be a gateway expand timing. Hatch first here from Solar. Probe scouting. Just not hatch blocking, just probe scouting, just making sure that it's not a pool first play against a gate first on the low ground here. And it isn't. And it's not going to be a cannon rush because we would have a forge already on the way here. The Overlord says, okay, fair enough, go ahead and scout me. Just fairly standard, super standard here in this PVZ for your Sunday. Hit the like button if you're excited to see if Solar can defeat herO. Or if herO can defeat Solar. So an expansion here. We got ourselves a Cybernetics Core into Second Assimilator and Pylon, whatever order herO wants to go. And then from there, I think it's going to be a gateway. A gateway opening here from herO. Solar. Third base into... drumming my fingers here. What are we going to do here, Solar, to counter herO? I feel like he's going to make roaches, right? We'll have to see if my predictions come correct. Yep, by now, you have seen the PTR patch suggestions. And everybody's upset about that, according to my YouTube homepage. But they're just suggestions, right? Looking for feedback, and feedback they got. Third base here at about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. We got ourselves a Stargate warping in here from herO. So hopefully, they will take these suggestions into account. Ooh, oh my gosh, just canceling that shade at the very last millisecond there is herO. We got ourselves an Oracle on the way here in this PVZ. And bam. Unbuildable rocks dead. Unbuildable rocks? They are. They are unbuildable rocks on this map. Unbuildable. Yeah. So, 2 adepts. 1 and 2, just scouting to see if there's a roach war in here, or maybe some extra gas. But no, just 1 gas, not being mined from. Just making a lot of drones, a few lings. And there we go, canceling it again. Here is herO, just scouting, just forcing Solar to make lings. Because he knows that all the Zerg player wants to do right now is make drones to like 90, and then crush you. Right? Third Nexus warping in here from herO. Let's see how many oracles he has. That's the second one. Zap, 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 says our oracle. Ooh, killing larva and killing an egg? Forcing a cancel. Nope, killing it. Killing the egg. Fair enough. Oh, and another larva. Wow, so using the energy from the oracle to kill eggs and larva. Here at this third base. Intriguing use of Oracle energy. Another one's on the way. Twilight Council is on the way as well. Nicely done. Sniping down those 2 creep tubers and 3 drones that were transferring from the natural to the third base. Excellent job there. And surrounding these adepts. Oh no, both adepts are going to die. Nope, Oracle showed up and saved one of them. Runlings from the power of the pulsar beam from the Oracle. I'm going to say charge here from the Twilight Council first. No blink. All right, and then throwing up another gateway. Forge +1. All right, so it's going to be Blink Stalker here. Man, herO does have excellent Blink Stalker control, as, you know, the best Protoss in the world should have. And, oh, finishing the shit. 2 drones down, couple of lings down, and that's about it. So 2 drones and a couple of lings for 2 adepts. Not a good trade here from herO. These oracles are flying around. Where's your third buddy? Where is... Oh, my gosh. Just taking unnecessary hits here. God, that was pretty bad there from herO. So third oracle protecting the third base here from herO. And not chrono boosting the blink, not chrono boosting... Oh, chrono boosting the blink, not chrono boosting the +1. And, yeah, everything is A-okay here. Warping in a shield battery. 4th base here on the way. And if the PTR patch was implemented today, there would be no more shield batteries. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about that. I mean, we've talked about it on the podcast. Somicron and I, the Falcon Paladin Hour. We spent about half of the podcast last week, 2 weeks ago, talking about the patch and kind of discussing how I kind of understand kind of the rationale behind what the balance team wants to do with the shield battery. But, like, getting rid of it and replacing it with something that regenerates energy just doesn't really do a lot. I mean, you can regen the energy on a shield battery with the mechanism that they're suggesting, but it doesn't increase the rate of healing like shield battery overcharge does. So it's not nearly as good. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not even sure that shield battery is that good right now anyway. Like, a really good Terran or Zerg player shows up, a shield battery's popped, they fall back a little bit. They wait for it to finish. Then they come back in and they murder your face. It doesn't really tend to give Protoss enough time to really get enough stuff to defend against the push that was coming anyway a lot of the time. I don't know. Hydroden on the way. Nice. All right, so big fan of the Hydroden here. No Roach Horn. I lied. There's totally a Roach Horn. And we're getting Glial Rare Constitution, too. So maybe Roach Hydra with Infestation Pit here. Quite possibly. Tumor is like, wait, if I revelated that tumor, I should probably actually kill it. Yes, that's right. Kill the tumor. Snipe them down. More revelation being used on those oracles. So pretty good energy use recently. Wings go for the run by. No, not getting through that. Solar dives on it. Pretty good reaction time there from herO. No real surprise there. So, Lurker Den coming in here too. Going for that hive and going to go for the range for the Lurkers. Going to go for adaptive talons, etc., etc., etc. herO getting a 4th base up towards the top side. And yeah, so far, I mean, pretty chill. First 7 minutes of this game really hasn't been a lot. Oracle, oh, great scout. Sees the chrono boosting on the Templar Archives. Knows what that is. And still just kind of revelating. Just kind of keeping an eye on what the Zerg player is up to. And it is roaches. Check this out. A lot of roaches, but 10 hydras too. Working on that +1 missile attack. It's finishing in 2, 1, 0. Bam. Done. All right. I like this Roach Hydra style. I really am a big fan of it. And then some Lurkers would be excellent here as well. So how's herO going to deal with this? He's got a 4th base of his own, already up and rolling. We can see that. Solar's got a 4th base. Rocket, he probably needs a 5th, and there it goes. 5th base coming up down south for the guy. Immortals being added in. He saw the number of roaches there are. He's got them revelated. Couple Immortals in your army comp. Never did anyone any wrong when it comes to roach dealing. But the Hydras are going to be a problem. Ah, there's the fleet beacon. There's the 2nd Stargate. And here at 8:45, we got ourselves a big look. A big look at what our guy is up to today for herO. Going for that Sky Toss. And again, tricky to deal with if you're not Serral or Raynor or Rogue or Dark. And even for them, I think it's a little tricky. I think it requires patience. Serral's not just like, oh good, Sky Toss, and shows up and crushes it, right? He dances around it. He loses a couple bases to it. He comes in from weird angles. It takes him 10 minutes of poking and prodding and throwing down parasitic bombs and trying to get some abducts off and killing a couple motherships. And then he can finally take it down. But, like, it's not a crush for him. It's not the easiest thing in the world, right? It's tough. It's really difficult for Serral. So watching Serral struggle with it means that Solar's going to struggle with it. A couple drones go down. Really just not even worth mentioning 3 drone kills here at 9 minutes. I mean, come on. Solar, he's got 83 workers. He's totally fine with this. He's got a Nidus network coming in. It's actually Tempests first, not Carriers. So I said Sky Toss, and I did not intend Tempest to be part of this at all. I mean, maybe eventually, but Carriers to begin with, certainly. But it is Tempests, intriguingly. They're looking at messing with Tempest in the PTR, too. Adrenal's coming in. +2, not too far away. Solar not going to wait for it. He's got the Seismic Spines upgrade. Look at the range on this. Tempest, though, not bad at picking off lurkers, especially if they've been related and they can be seen. Man, a couple Tempests just chased this away. Where are the Corruptors? Where are said Corruptors, friend? Okay, lurkers burrow in. Ling's fighting. Is there enough? Oh, falling back all over the place. Ooh, trying to bust in the natural. Busting down that pylon at the least, but then the army blinks over. Blink Stalkers against Roaches. You think Roaches would be good? No, not really. And then trying to bust up into the third base, too. Storms on the lurkers. Once again, a couple shots from Tempest come in, and Solar's got to bust back. What is Ling's? Oh my gosh, Ling's on top. They got their Adrenal. Oh my gosh, they're going to take down the Fleet Beacon. If these guys didn't have Adrenal, I'm not sure that they would, but nothing's actually coming to stop them, so never mind. Even without Adrenal, they would have taken that Fleet Beacon down, no problems at all. You got a Spire coming in. This is absolutely ridiculous, I say. Alright, so hero's got a Tempest, High Templar, Stalker, Immortal, Oracle army here. 9 Corruptors getting fired up. I like that a lot. Because, like, Lurker Hydra can handle the Stalker quite a bit. And then Corruptors can handle the Tempests and the Mothership. A counterattack of Cracklings into your natural, then deep into your main. Not good for anybody. Honestly, denying that upgrade would be pretty nice, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Hatch down. This hatch seems like it's in a lot of trouble, too, here. Yeah, Ling's just trying to take down a single Warp Gate. These Zealots cannot fight against Cracklings. They're not going to make good trades at all. Not even close. Yeah, so attacking more Warping in Zealots. These Roaches helping would be nice, but nope. Not enough Lings for that to happen. And coming down and looking to get another base. This is what I'm talking about. This is herO. He will take a couple of your bases off of ya. But StarCraft is able to come on in, wipe this out eventually. It slows him down. Right? Man, Cracklings against Zealots at this stage of the game is just so tough for the Zealots. It really is. These Lings have +1 attack. They have Adrenal. Do they have a Carapace upgrade? They don't seem to have a Carapace upgrade, no. They're just taking down Warp Gates. That Roach has some kills, probably. Cybernetics Core getting wiped out. Look at this heal on the Cybernetics Core. Not enough to, well, maybe totally enough to save it with the help of the Zealots, at least. And then herO falls back. He's like, all right, so it's a 4-basing Zerg versus a 4-basing Protoss. Didn't lose that many workers. Income's looking pretty good for me over the last 5 to 7 minutes or so. Morlings rolling in, and, going after the Templar Archives with these Cracklings. Man, big fan of just little Ling run-bys. Right, Cracklings especially just burn through text so fast. There's the Abduct on the Mothership, and they get it? Oh my gosh, it's alive. It has none of the hit points. It has 26 hit points, and it gets out to the front and gets picked off easily. Just offering that Mothership to the Zerg was herO there. Here, take this, he says. You may have it. Ling's rolling in, trying to dodge storms as much as he can, recognizing no more Templar Archives. Ooh, and a Stargate just got wiped out, too. Dude, Solar's getting some work done on the tech back here in herO's base. He sees the Dark Shrine, which I've noticed, too. I just haven't said anything about it. Tectonic Destabilizer's on the way. Does bonus damage versus buildings. Really good against spores your enemy might be posting up in order to deal with the Sky Toss that you're building. But it's pure Tempest. I'm not sure that I'm not sure that spores make any difference here, because they really do well against things like oracles. Yes, there are some of those, but also carriers. They try to kill interceptors and whatnot, right? If there aren't any carriers, then you're not going to see many spores. Then you're not going to see tectonic destabilizers, or you don't really need it. I guess maybe it's easier to snipe down hatcheries and stuff. You do. Well, there's a spore. Boy, that spore gonna die. Wait, hang on. Tectonic destabilizers is done now. Now the spore's gonna die. Blah. See? That upgrade is done. And every time we jump in here, Storm hits the Hydras. It hits the Queens. It hits the Lurkers. He's like, how do you still have Psionic Storm? I killed your Templar Archives. Well, there's still High Templar on the field, I'm afraid. And there's a new one over here. All right, cool. Well, there is a new Templar Archives. No big deal. Losing it, not a problem for herO. This is so interesting. I've never seen him attempt this against somebody like herO or Rogue before. Parasitic Bomb, sniping off one of the Tempests easily. Rolling on in. Ooh, that is an Artosis pylon. My gosh, that depowered like 5 cannons and 5 shield batteries. Yeah, absolutely brutal stuff there. DT's trying to get stuff done. No, say the Cracklings. Probes coming over here. Really bad transfer there from herO. What the heck, man? 10 free probes is a problem. This Nexus is going to die too. Corruptors, every time they try to poke in, they're taking storms right to the face, weakening them for further attacks from things like Archons, things like Stalkers, and trying to save the Nexus. No, you're not saving it, I'm afraid. Like 3 Lings alive, but that Nexus is down. What a scrap fest this is. Ooh, okay, now the Tempest count gets reduced to 2. With 3 more on the way. A new mothership coming in here too. 116 to 98 overall army supply. Solar retook his 5th base, finally saturating it with some of his workers. Both players are at 65 or so. Again, nobody's been really had their worker count murdered today. It's just mostly losing Nexuses and hatcheries that have been the problem. So it does allow this game to go on because, yeah, losing a base and like 27 workers is really problematic and hard to come back from. Although, I don't know, herO has lost 18 probes and 25 drones have gone down from Solar. It's just not, you know, a ton more than that. +2 flyer attack on the way from Solar. Again, these Ling counterattacks, I kind of feel like are worth their weight in gold. Dude, just finished off the shield battery. Yeah, I don't know. He's not really controlling over there as well as you would hope to on some kind of a Ling counterattack. Not getting as much done as he could. Yeah, Queens are like, we'll fight against you. And then the Archons and the Tempests are like, are you sure about that? Is that what you want to do? Zealot attack, no. Spines and Lurkers. How do you deal with Zealot run-bys as Zerg, you ask? That's it. Spines and Lurkers. The Zealots show up. They start getting melted. They feel bad about it, and then they run away. Broodlord's coming in. Solar decided that Broodlords plus the Corruptors are pretty much a good composition here. Although, I mean, the Broodlords taking hits from the Tempest is bad news. So it's really important that these Tempests do not stay alive for the next couple of seconds here while the Broodlords crush the rest of this army. Stasising a bunch of the Broodlings is very funny. Woo! Sniping off a single High Templar with the Broodlings is very cool, too. There's still Lings up here doing stuff? Yes. Yes, there certainly are. 6th base attempt. Charge lots. Jump on that one. That's a canceled base if ever there was one in the entire world. Come on, Solar. Cancel it. Oh, he lets it finish, and it died. Oh. Okay, that was not a good play either. So another player exactly on the super tip-top of their game. There's a lot of stuff going on in this match, and I totally understand this. Where did those Lurkers go? They happen to be gone. They happen to be gone. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Nice, good save there. Lurkers show up. Very nicely done. And herO jumps in. Now that the Lurkers are gone, they're going to snipe down this hatchery with a lot of ease, unless they don't target fire it, which they do. There we go. At the very last second, Mothership dies for it. Krapra, krapra. Corruptors taking hits. They don't take bonus damage from this Tempest, but they don't have a ton of HP anyway because they are fast, and they really hit enemy Tempest hard. So yeah, man, this is Tempest. No carrier at all from herO. He decides this is the tech to go against Solar. Trades have been pretty good, I'd say. Solar has lost only about 300 more resources than herO has. The cost effectiveness has been pretty even, which is not great. If you're herO, right? You want Lurkers come in, get Storm, get Tempest, noob. And every time he jumps in, a Storm hits him. Just cannot get away from the Psionic Storm. That's another canceled hatch. The Lurkers are gone from this position again. I guess because they're up here, too busy trying to get in a massive fight with this 5th base of herO. Oh, man, Solar's losing a lot back home, but also herO retreating from this base. A lot of probes are going down. They're taking Broodling hits for sure. Man, I don't know if we can save this Nexus. That hatch down there is definitely dead, though. Some drones are dying. The Broodlords can't really retreat from fights all that well. They are faster than they used to be, but Not the greatest kiters or anything, and honestly, I'd snipe. Well, man, those corruptors are all dying, but they killed most of the Tempest. Now that there's a Tempest remaining and no corruptors, maybe, yeah, focus down the Nexus. There we go. Trades it out. This group's still fighting down here. herO, yep, that base is gone. This base would be gone if it was worth anything. There's no gas left. There's 22 gas left there. There are hardly any minerals remaining either. The Blink Stalkers, yeah, blinking in. Blink Stalker against Broodlord is so good. Blinding Cloud to cover the ground so that the Stalkers can't get direct damage there. Cannot get right under the Broodlords and kill them thanks to the Blinding Cloud, but that doesn't last too long. And it's gone, and that's it. That's a GG. The Broodlords all die, and bam, a little Blink Stalker group manages to get the win there from herO. My goodness, that was absolutely crazy good stuff there from our guy, guess who? herO. No carrier sky hybrid toss, right? It was Stalkers and Zealots and Immortals and High Templar and all sorts of great stuff, and I'm very curious to see if there are any High Templar around that still are alive. And not really, no. There was one left, and he had all of 1 kill to his name. So Tempest has 5 kills, 15 kill Archon, probably someone who is 2 High Templar as well. 7 kill Broodlord, not bad. But yeah, I mean, hero's at 100 supply. He doesn't have a ton of stuff here. His 5th base is gone. His 4th base is mining out. His 3rd base is gone. His natural and his main are out too. So, I mean, hero's on the edge of death right now. But he was able to take Solar's army down to 3 Roaches, a Hydra, and a Lurker, and 15 Zerglings. Not going to do it for you, man. Stalkers, they are so good. Just a little Stalker attack down south while Solar's distracted, wipes that out. They come back around. They snipe the Broodlords like they are programmed and built to do. And Solar has to tap out. So I liked the little counterattacks of Solar. I really did. Getting on up into the main base especially, wiping out some gateways, getting rid of a Templar Archives, even though another one came up real fast anyway. So maybe not that big of a deal. Even getting up in here, right? Going after the Cyber Core. Dreaming big was Solar with those Ling run-bys. Didn't control them perfectly, but I think he got a lot of damage done with them. And then he was just sacrificing a base for a base in that situation was not going to work out for him. It would put him on even base count. So he needed something to save that base back there, and he just couldn't do it. And herO gets a win. And, I mean, I'm not going to say it looks... Like, I'm not going to say that it looked easy for herO there, because, again, the man's at 100 supply and 300 minerals in the bank. He doesn't have a giant bank. He doesn't have 8 bases. He's fighting and scratching and clawing as hard as he can, and he made it work against Solar. So I guess that's the line, right? You fight and scratch and super work hard against the Zerg player, and if it's Solar, you probably win, and if it's one of the 4 queens, you probably lose. Just because the skill level of Zerg is so high that you have to be up that high to use it well enough to defeat herO. I think that's my general thought on the concept anyway. So, yeah, that's a GG. That's an absolutely fantastic showing of how to play this matchup from our guy. And that's going to be it from me. So, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Sunday cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and what else? Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.